and a lot of it is geometry.
The only issue I have with everybody coming up with a theory for everything, where's the device that connects all these theories?
God.
Yes, of course. But, well, I'll leave it at that for now, because we're going to get into part of my presentation I don't want to get into. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Future things. I'm working on something similar to what you're doing. So, Bernie, you and I, we have to have a talk.
Yes, we do. Long overdue.
Did you guys recently see Sabina Hassenfetter's video on gold from nuclear fusion?
I have yet to watch that, but I have been watching several different fusion companies claiming that they've done lead to gold, including CERN, but then a couple of other fusion startups now also claiming it.
There's a bacteria that eats up heavy elements and it poops gold.
Yeah, you sent this out.
I searched that. It's real. Like
I
there's
want some of that bacteria.
Oh, gold is alive.
Yeah, but like
some people say that.
Yep. As an alchemist, I have to entertain that possibility of reality, because that's how they
did you hear about that one company that states they can pull gold from Mercury just by beaming neutrons at it?
Okay, that's not the cool part. It's not, the gold is not the cool part. The cool part, it could like eat up all the bio waste, all the hazardous stuff. That's the cool part. There's you have this that could just make it go away, you know?
Well, that's part of the Atoms project that I've been working on. It literally captures like nuclear fallout, pulls it in, pulls the energy out of it by running it through various loads, and then grounds whatever's left over. The particle that's been captured goes to its daughter product and its daughter product and its daughter product, and you can decide what you want it to be at the end.
Also Hutchison was working on some stuff back in the day where a member of the big BP oil spill.
He figured out how to do it, but he figured out how to transmute it and literally clean it. He couldn't capture it and then turn it into what he wanted, right?
Yeah, he was using frequencies. He was basically using ultrasonic frequencies and just blasting the water with it.
Yeah, his basis on it was interferometry. He was using two frequencies in their cross pattern.
Right. Yeah.
It's like how they could use it if somebody has kidney stones and they don't want to like do any incisions. They use the two kind of frequencies to, you know, make it into like smaller bits. I mean, that's
I don't want to get Mike into trouble, so we'll call this the woo.
Yeah.
So here's a thought experiment, right? You guys have heard of the med bed? What if there was like a medical shower that you could stand in? Like a dry steam shower that literally had electromagnetic resonance that would, I don't know, maybe attach to certain issues in your body, and along with red light therapy and certain other flashes. In this thought experiment, perhaps your body's natural healing ability would turn on and things would just help themselves. Do you understand what I mean by that?
100%. And I like the sounds of it, and it sounds pretty similar to the Kesh plasma field technology. And
this is a whole system that, it's very interesting. Something we can get into, definitely.
Look forward to talking about that. We'll have to do maybe a rumble on the health side, because stupid YouTube terms of
well, Rumble's getting that way too, so it's kind of hard to gauge it. I mean, I got no strikes on my channel, and I'm not getting paid in any way. I don't have Patreon. I don't have subscribers or a club you could join. So who knows? Maybe what you'll see on my channel next. We'll see. I could afford a warning or two.
Very nice.
Right?
I like
Information to get out's more important than my freaking arse, if you know what I mean. It's just the way it is. Besides, with Canada trying to pass C63, if they do, I'm done. I'll be off internet at that point permanently. I'm not showing ID to prove who I am or my age just to get online. That's a load of crap, man. Online was not created for that purpose. So if you want to track me to go online, have a nice day.
The internet was created to survive nuclear catastrophes.
Yeah, I know. And CERN was the ones that created it. There's also, I've heard the story that CERN was a significant part in creating it because they wanted to pass information back and forth to their scientists while they were doing experiments at the collider. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. So who knows? The internet was created either way. We've all enjoyed it for 25 years. Why all of a sudden are countries in Australia, Britain, they're locking it down. The States is talking about it now. Canada's working on it. So if they lock the internet down, let them have it. I don't care. There's other ways of getting information out.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get that dystopian, and let's share what we can while we can.
We're getting close, I'm telling you.
Let's fall back to the BBS chat rooms.
Yeah, you could do VPN, definitely. Until they outlaw them, definitely you could use VPN.
If you have a satellite phone, you could get internet.
There's other ways if you're using satellite.
But you know what? How does that affect global commerce? Because everything's done through the internet.
Well, they've already done it in Australia, and I think it was Britain, or it might have been like England altogether. I'm not sure. But apparently there's a big stink over it. We're not hearing it, of course, because of how, closed off info is. But they're trying it in the United States, and I already know that they're trying to pass Bill C-63 in Canada again. Carney's pushing it forward, so we'll see.
Do you know what would be fun? Like to test out all different variations to always find like that they're lagging on whatever they have. There's a different way of doing things. They just don't understand. Like it's tweaking one little thing changes the whole path or the whole algorithm of whatever they predicted, So it's kind of funny. Like for example, a satellite phone. Yeah, you could use it to transfer cryptocurrency. And
or
like you could use the satellite to ping that,
or you could have an ether phone that can't be detected, and if you have the encrypted geographical coil that it connects with, nobody can tap into that.
Quantum coil, I like it.
Just saying. Maybe something like that works. I don't know. Ask Cal Putoff.
That would be really cool. Like it's like a I know like walkie talkies have something like that, but still those could be intercepted. But if it's an end to end, connection that can't be tapped into, the other one is just anybody could tap into that.
Yeah.
Like
but
opposite.
If it's quantum entangled, nobody can tap into it whatsoever.
Man, you know how like geolocation has to be incorporated in its structure because it matters. Like wherever.
Depending on the system that you're trying to create or how you're using it, I would agree.
Yeah, because you've got
some say it can't be done without mass amounts of power being used. Mm-hmm. I disagree in that 100%.
Like latitude and longitude matter when it comes to where these two coils would be located.
No, not in this system.
Okay, well, maybe I'm thinking of a new layer, of a specific, where really nobody could tap into something like
that. Think of it like if you had a coil. This is a thought experiment, of course, right? So if you had a coil system that acted like an antenna and sent the signal, but the information actually came through the ground, when they connected, that charge separation would come together, be like quantum entanglement. Only the two people that have those very specific coils can talk or exchange information in any way, shape, or form through those two. You can't break it, you can't smack the lock, you can't cut into it. There's no wires, you can't tap it. There's no radar that can connect to it or a satellite that can observe the frequency because it's quantum entangled. What this one does the opposite way, like a mirror. And what this one does, the opposite mirror would do over here. So if you understand that language, you can talk in that way and nobody would know you're talking. That's quantum entanglement. They say it's faster than light communication. I think that's a load of crap, but whatever. That's just my opinion. I've been wrong before.
Isn't that like Morse code stuff too, in a sense? Like they
kind of
think
of it more like radio. When you connect to the frequency from where that station's coming from, right? Except the only two people are the station that's giving it and the one that can hear it, the very only one that can hear it. And that's basically how they're entangled. I don't know if I answered that question correctly or not.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh, oops. And we got Ben's got to head out right away. So let's hear Ben.
Ben's got that video he said he was going to show me.
Yeah, I just got a couple of quick videos. I wanted to show everybody the refresher video of what
Hey,
I've been
Ben,
working
good to
with.
hear from you, buddy. It's been a while.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Okay, sorry to cut you off. You go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. So
Welcome
I'm
back.
still working on my prototypes. Still trying to open the coil shop. But I've been testing the open circuit method. I got the closed circuit worked really, tweaked really good. But the open circuit has eluded me. And I fried 2 of my prototypes. So I got to make some more this weekend. But I wanted to give you a refresher on how the system works. Just a quick video of, my synthetic AC hypothesis. How do I play this? Oh, there we go. Now, real quick, we're just comparing the waveforms to show you that the lumen lamp in this coil specifically isn't producing the same effect as the synthetic AC that's going on in the lightning thief. And you'll notice the 2 different waveforms in a minute. You'll notice the 3 defining characteristics of the synthetic AC waveform are not present in the lumen lamp. This is the lightning thief.
Oh, yeah.
That's an interesting waveform.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like there's a center point.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just called it a convergence point because that's what it looks like. But you zoom out a little bit, you get all these harmonics, but that's just one waveform bouncing off itself.
Badass.
Then look at that smooth sine wave that is producing out of all that chaos.
Yeah.
No, I've done the probing for the input and output, and you do see slightly more output, just above, like, it's purple on the output probe. So you'll see the purple just slightly more pronounced, like it's a little bit more on the output, just slightly, which is really interesting. But that's what I've observed, anyways.
Nice work, Ben.
Very nice work.
I appreciate that.
Good to
So
have you back.
yeah, some interesting stuff. And again, I could be wrong in my theory, but I'm just forming this theory based on my observations. And I had the theory before I saw the waveform, and the waveform just kind of adds evidence to the theory, in my opinion. But I am doing the podcast again. Benefactor's Guide to Free Energy Devices will be weekly. And I'm not sure which day because I do have a full schedule on my daytime job. But I will be going over my ideas for stepping down voltage using the Rodin coil. Something that has not really been discussed in the Rodin coil circles, but I do have a working theory. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Also, I found this video that gives a little support to Gerald's theory. And I want to play you Gerald's theory, right? Because I made a video a while ago of Gerald's theory. So it's very short, but I'll show you. It sums up his theory pretty nicely because he's narrating it. Give me 1 second. No,
Oh dear, yes,
open.
please. Is this Gerald AI or is this Gerald?
No, this is Gerald IRL.
Get myself into trouble here.
Oh dear. Oh dear, eh?
All right, so this is it's an oldie but a goodie.
Perfect. Oh, we can't hear the audio on it. You're gonna have to reshare it and select share audio on at the same time.
Can't hear the audio?
No, we
Nope.
could not. So you'll have to end share and then reshare and make sure the share audio option is on the tab. Darn StreamYard.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
No
I'm gonna
worries.
use Chrome.
Okay, so you will be back then. While we are waiting for Ben to switch over, I just wanted to point out this is the jar with the monoatomic and nano silver. That's the base of it with like the clusters. So when you are seeing all of the spirals here forming, that is clouds of self-organization above in the structured water.
That's
And
cool.
this is what it looks like once it's actually settled. So
I like the other picture. That one looks like soup.
right? So definitely don't eat that stuff. Toxic AF.
Absolutely.
And here I've got some triple solenoids around tungsten electrodes, activating them into the red and crystal states. Good old Bert and Ernie. Okay, and then again, this one's actually a double vortex spiral forming. You can see the two.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
They form every time I just disturb the water a little bit or put a little bit more in, and they go into the self-organizing galaxies in a jar. And one always turns bigger and like consumes the other when there's two.
Yeah, usually how it works. I see that in a different experiment, and it has nothing to do with alchemy or chemistry.
Right, it's just the symmetrical geometry of micro to macro.
Could be.
How's the vortex go? And it's like, was this the witches and wizards' little cauldrons of seeing things? I don't know.
Oh, interesting thought.
Could there be portals? Could be. All right, sorry. There we go. Back to Ben copying Gerald's thesis.
Can you hear it now?
No.
No.
Not yet.
No audio. You're gonna have to try one more time, and there should be like a little switch at the very bottom of the share tab, and make sure the tab you're sharing is the window of the Chrome as opposed to the screen, I believe, because that.
Oh, yeah, it says to share
Yeah.
audio, share a tab or screen instead.
There we go. See, we worked through it.
Yep, there it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
Professional streamer. I see the audio button. We're good.
Possibly be a resonance chamber?
It was a sound chamber.
There we go.
When all that started to happen, you got to think when voltage breaks water, there's sound and it starts to echo, right? And that echo would vibrate the king's chamber. And because of the way that it's built, there's like different tones that go throughout the whole pyramid, pushing that energy all the way up. There's a couple more details that have to be added. But as far as I'm aware, because of the way that the pyramid worked, the whole base around the pyramid, there was temples that were built in front of the pyramid, behind the pyramid. And these are what the Egyptian priests used. And they had an ankh that would sit hanging on their waist. And everybody thought it was a religious item. Well, perhaps it was, but it had a lot more significance than that. So these
technology?
Yes, it was. It was actually a tuning fork, but it was a special tuning fork. So these chambers or these temples that were at the base of the pyramid, they had 2 rooms in it. And let's say, okay, they referred to them as slaves. I don't think they were slaves. I think they had incentive and actually got paid. So one of the slaves, let's say, broke his arm. He'd come to the priest would go, okay. He'd look at his charts, he'd go, you have to come back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because the temple that he would bring them to had slits all around the very top of the temple so that the sun could come in at whatever angle at that time of day was needed. So at 2 o'clock, the person would come in, he would sit in the bigger room that was an echo chamber. The priest would go in the smaller room behind him, and there was a square that went between both rooms. That's where he put the ankh in. And he would smack that sucker, and it would vibrate throughout that room. The light coming in would come down at a certain angle, hitting the person who sat on that seat, and would give them the frequency of light, sound. And here's the beautiful part. Because the pyramid would cause the area all around it to have a negative energy because the way that it would charge separate the whole environment, those people that were sitting in that chair would get enveloped with energy, vibration, like energy, which is vibration, light, and sound. And what would that do? A broken arm takes about 6 weeks. When the priest was done with him and he left, 3 days later, he'd be back to work.
So recently I was scrolling through social media and I found somebody actually made one. Check this out.
There we go.
Listen to that.
Wow.
Very nice.
Oh, there's so much more to it than that. And I freaking love that. Especially the way they built it, how there was 2 posts that came down. Now think about those stones. They all find them with 2 holes, right? I wonder why. Get my point?
Yeah, it's very.
Doesn't it look like that code that they sent back supposedly through some crop circle where the human head is open to the universe? Like, you see that opening look like a person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh,
yeah, an ankh is a very specific thing. It's a special item. I believe it wasn't just a tuning fork, but the tuning fork factor allowed bringing sound into those chambers for people to go through that process. Not only that, I believe that the ankh was responsible for applying sound to the stones that goes to the theory that they levitated them into place. Not sure on that one, still working on that one, but it's an interesting theory. So when I get it fully complete, I'll definitely bring it out more.
I always wondered the composition of the stones. Is there a metric of the increase something and decrease something so it has like units of ladder measurements? Nobody has ever tested like 2 stones or a stretch of stones, for like the composition exactly. Is it a little bit more of this, less of that? Is it the ones on the top, are they different? Structure, like,
I can tell you this. I know how they made them nice and beautiful, shiny when it was
the
all
limestone
said and done, right? Well, we all do. It was sodium silicate. But I've done like multiple tests on building different blocks and bricks. And if you get the formula right and you energize them electrostatically, they pull together like magnets. They actually become like 2 to 3 bricks became one the minute I charged them electrostatically. I think it was 3. I have to look at my notes. It's been a little while since I've played with that. I've been really busy on other things. But I had said before I was building a pyramid out of geopolymer. And I was playing with different sizes, and I was going to build it 3 feet tall. But I ran out of sodium silicate. I had problems. So I've ordered a bucket, and the bucket came solid, rock solid, and they're not going to return my money. So I'm going to order a small container and do a small version of it. But basically, when you get the mixture right, they act almost magnetically, although they're not magnetic. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you out there.
Yeah, they're atomically polarized. It's something I'm working on. I like that.
You could say that, yeah.
Well, it's been fun, everybody, but I gotta go to bed.
You have a good one, Ben. It was good talking to you. Thank you very much for that video. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I wanted to make sure you saw it because I thought it was really cool.
It's awesome, dude. I want it on my channel.
Thanks, Ben. Good
Have
to
a
see
good
you
night,
again.
everybody.
Don't be a stranger, Ben. Love you, brother. Great work as always. Before we end, we got a first-time guest with us, Christopher, and been sharing some of your work with me. Do you want to maybe go over what you're doing quickly?
Could you hear me? If you can hear me, all right.
We
can hear me. Okay.
Yes.
Great. And once I figure out how I can share this, let me get. I'm CBK Wahoo. Christopher, nice to meet you all.
Oh,
and
nice.
I've been in the community for a long time now, in the chats and following along with everybody else, with Dan Winter and Bob Grenier and all the rest. And it seems like everybody's on the same page right now with the harmonic resonance stuff. And I'm coming, and that's where I come in, because what happened to me is I became disabled with a couple of car accidents, and to make a short story, a little shorter, how I came into about doing this. I went and I couldn't afford. It was one of those riff machines. I wanted to buy a riff machine to heal myself, so I couldn't afford it. So what I did was took a Tesla coil and decided to put a organite pyramid, a custom organite pyramid, and put it on top of it, so I can be able to pulse custom frequencies through it, and use that as an antenna to pulse PEMF.
I know exactly what you're talking
with
about.
And I built it through the George Lakowski. What else? Tesla, and it's Wilhelm Reich. It's all their works together, pretty much.
Yep.
There's one more, Royal Riff, Raymond Riff. That's the most important one right there.
Raymond Royal Rife. Yeah.
Yeah. So it comes to short. I ended up building this thing because I wanted to. Have you ever heard of the Q? It was a cheat coil. It was a cheat coil. It's like it's a road coil where you can hook to your telephone and play the frequencies through it. Right, you pulse the frequencies through it, and then you put it on you'll be able to put it on your body and everything, and pulse the frequencies through your cells.
Are you talking about the Matthew Rife coil?
No. This is completely different.
No, it's cheap coil.
Yeah, I think he's like associated with Dan Winters a little bit, but I also believe they're going to be at Teslatech as part of the trade show aspects.
Yeah, it's all similar though. It all has the plasmoid. You have the frequency generator, and then you have the coils, of course, and then the antennas to where you can direct the energies from this. So what I did is I built a few prototypes, and the first one worked great, and it achieved exactly what I wanted to. And how do I share this or put a screenshot
bottom
of
of the screen, there's at the bottom of the screen in the center, there's a couple buttons, and there's one that has a plus sign on it. Click on that one, and then share screen, and then it should give you the tabs first for Chrome, or then window or screen, and then you just select which one.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up. I'm gonna pull up a basic picture of it. If I can pull that up, so you know what I'm talking about. Actually, you actually see the device. Let me see here. I'm looking here. Yeah, bear with me. Like I said, I'm a noob on the sharing the screen stuff here.
All good. Walk you through it.
Just gotta see if I can get it. Once I get it, I'm a fast learner. I'll get it.
And you got it.
I got
Boom. It. Oops, no.
Did
what?
I?
Oh, what? Wrong.
No,
there we go. There we go.
There it is. Okay. All right. That's it with it running. Can I do like 2 or 3 at one time, or just do it one? Is it just one at a time?
It depends on the tab that you have it open with. If you can switch pictures in that tab, it should work. Otherwise, you'll have to close and reopen.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah. So this is with the bulb is the plasma point on the top, which you're seeing the blue green, and that's sitting on top of the geometric orgonite I have here, the orgonite, and the little lights, the neons that you see are just so I can see that it's on and functioning, and of course the bulb too. That's what it is. And then the coil, it's sitting right on top of the coil to where the program frequency generator, which you can connect. It connects to your phone, or you can use a tablet, and then also it's a free download app that I use. Frequency generators, which is it's Z app Riff, and it's a free download. It's got all Royal Riff. It's like the Spooky 2. All of those combined, like 3,000 plus frequencies that you could run through that for free download. Like I said, so I did that, and that's what I have here. Let me see if I can get a better picture with the coil, with the actual coils on it. Let me see if I can kill this one. This one here.
Yeah, I got that Z app myself.
Let me get another one. Get this other one here. This one that I'm looking for, the pick has the dual coils. So you're 2 Tesla coils to where you can set up the dual harmonics, one on each side, and you pulse it just like Dan Winter has done all the work on this already with the conjugate waveforms and stuff. So he has all that documented. So what you do is you take one of these. If I can find the pic here.
Not sharing. If
I'm still looking for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What? Now I lost my train of thought.
Talking about the dual coil.
Yeah. All right. So the dual coils, to where you can set them up and run the harmonics of them, which there's, the multiple for the healing purposes, which I don't want to even say that on YouTube about that. We're not going to make any energy. We're not going to make any claims about that.
Right? It's your spiritual life energy force.
We all know about that,
right?
Hold on, I'm gonna find this. The pictures are so small when I'm looking on this thing, it's hard to find the picture, is what I'm having the trouble here. All right, I got it. There we go.
Very
there
nice.
we go. Okay, so there we go. So there you have the coil on the left, 2 coils, and then where you can run, you hook up your and run the frequent. And the main one I had was actually a pyramid. I don't have that in the pic, but these are the geometry. You have the saucer, which is the deglock. You call that the deglock if you want. And then you have the flower on the left, the flower of life, I call that one. And then of course the pyramid. So I have 3. There's 3 of them that I have to. This is like third and fourth generation prototypes already I'm into. And then this is where the harmonics come in, because originally I was just using 1 coil. So the whole purpose of this, like I said, I wanted to be able to pulse frequencies out of this thing and reset my cells through all these works of Lakowski's works and all the rest of them that I've done the research on. And it's working to my extent. I've been using it about a year. I think it's been about a year. And that's what it is. And the Ankh, also, this is a part of it. The Ankh in the middle is also custom orgonite, which has the components, electrical components in it. It is a functional oscillator Ankh, kind of like what you were showing with the earlier video with the Ankh, where you have the it's actually an oscillator. It's actually exactly what it is. It's a frequency oscillator. So that's like an extension of your frequency when you hold that in your hand, and along with the frequencies, and then of course it goes with the Waz scepters, which is the ground rod, your grounding rod. So what I'm getting at is I want to build these small scale, and be able to explain and show how this stuff actually works, and that's where I'm at. I'm at right now with this.
Looks really cool.
Yeah, and this is totally scalable to, customization to infinity. Here, bigger coils, different bulbs, customizations that you can do this. This is just the basic stuff. The least expensive way I can build one of these devices equal to the Spooky 2, and also Dan Winter's Phi Ray is very similar. It does the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Functions. It just looks different. Is what I have. So that's pretty much what I have and what I'm working with. So, and I want to be able to get in here and build with some great people and great minds here, like everybody else is doing. So that's where I'm at. Here I am. Let's build. You know, I can explain how to use these and what their purposes are, which I believe probably everybody already knows is pretty much what they're for. You know.
Mike went.
I don't want to make too many claims on that, though. You don't want to go that route. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We don't want to go that route.
What you've done is absolutely awesome, because there's also the other guy making coils with the same last name as Royal Raymond, and he sent me one of his original systems. That's why I have the Z app, and it's like all of that stuff works wonderful, but the coil geometry and numbers of the first one are not like it. Just the moment I turned it on, it was instant pain, and I was like, nope, not messing around with that one again. But with what you've done, I would love to either replicate the coils you're working with and the orgonite system, or order one from you to connect to every other aspect that I got off of Rife, that I can then use those same frequencies.
Yeah, that's what all the data I have. I'm willing to share all the stuff that I've come across for the past 10 years. I've been working on this stuff for a good while. I've been a finished carpenter building homes from the ground up for 27 years. And then when I had my accidents, this is what I wound up doing. So pretty much I'm technically going into electrical here from finished carpentry. So I have the building skills and now with the electrical and all that. And I guess you might as well be an engineer too, because if I'm engineering and drawing all this stuff out, I read plans for a living. So I know and see all this stuff. So And I've got a lot more. I got a lot more stuff besides this that goes with all of this. It's just this is a good start here. Anyway, yeah. It's silent.
Yeah, no, good work. That's awesome. I love that.
Oh, I was going to say to crypto, you can use this and put a couple of these on each side of your jars of materials and pulse custom frequencies. I was going to suggest to use these to pulse custom frequencies into that.
What I've been waiting to do.
Yeah.
Exactly
to add this
what I want
that.
to do. So yes.
Yeah,
we got to make. I gotta replicate your system here and get on.
I got one more good one that goes with Nathan's work and the way he's designed his coils. That I have an idea that I'm going to pitch, and once I have it drawn out correctly, it's pretty much technically two induction coils. One, you set one on top of each other, and then in the middle you'll have a cosmic egg, either blown glass, custom blown glass, or whatever material you want to make it out of, like similar to the thunderstorm generator, to where you'll have that in the center as the core with either some mercury or some other metals or whatever materials in the middle of it that will. Which mercury I think is the best.
From gallium from Phil, huh?
So you have the induction coil on the top and the bottom, and it's going to spin that, and it's going to create the electricity inside that cosmic egg in the center. And that's what I want to work with Nathan and you to work on and design this. So I don't care who builds it. You know what I mean? I don't to be first or none of that stuff like that. As long as it gets built and it works. It doesn't matter.
It's a team effort, right? So it's that we all build it together, and when everyone builds it, replicates the experiment, then
that's why thanks for letting me come on and share this with you guys. I surely appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Glad to have you, and come back every week because we got to develop this. This is amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
It was a good show.
Yeah, that's what I got. Once I'll get a little better presentation. That way I can, show more stuff. And once I get used to this, it's so far so good. I got my what do you call it?
We popped Chris's StreamYard cherry
issues out of the way. Yeah, there you go. Cheers. Happy Friday and happy weekend. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're gonna build some cool, I'm ready to build some cool stuff. Yeah. Can I gotta get rid of it? Yeah, let me get rid of mine.
Yeah, just a joke, team effort. You have all the managers and the one guy in the middle that builds everything.
We're the opposite. That's government work, and we are the opposite here.
That's absolutely government work, yeah.
Just a joke.
Okay. It was a great show, guys. Just a reminder, everybody, we go live to air again next Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. I guess, Bernie, we're going to wrap it up. I'm camping here in the middle of nowhere. And,
good for you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm out camping right now.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
And still doing a show. Man, you're a trooper.
Yeah.
Trooper.
Exactly. Yes, man.
Amazing. Well, thank you for co-hosting and running it with this while even camping. Now get the heck back to your family, and love you all. And I guess we'll see you next week live from Teslatech.
Next Friday, everybody.
Okay, take care. Have a great weekend.
Right.
Good to meet you.